Mets sensation, Christian Scott. Chris, you want me to call you Christian or Chris?
Christian's good. Christian's good, yeah.
Christian, talk to me about you coming up in a Mets organization. How was that?
Super blessed, honestly. I think the pitching development, they've done an unbelievable job with me and a lot of other guys that's in my position. I think our draft class, we didn't get our first round pick, Kumar, but I think that we've panned out really well, just being able to compete with each other. I think that, on a day-to-day basis, we go out there every day and we love going to work with each other. We love hanging out with each other off the field. So, just the chemistry that we've been able to build and also just the development that we've had. Everybody loves to go out there and compete, man, and try to win as many games as we can. So we're having a lot of fun doing that.
Chris, were you always a pitcher?
Yeah, I hit a little bit in high school. Wasn't great. People started throwing 90 miles an hour. I hung it up. But, it was, I pitched pretty much my whole life, but I did hit a little bit in high school.
Now, we all got to talk about that debut game that you pitched, man, when your family was out here and we saw you hugging your pops and all that stuff. That must who was happier, you or your pops?
Oof, I don't know. It was, a win would have been nice for sure for the debut, but just going out there and just, doing my thing, having fun, going out there, especially in front of family and friends. A lot of them haven't seen me pitch in a while, so being able to do that for them was awesome, and be able to have that moment together at the end of the game was special. We'll remember that for the rest of our lives.
And you had any butterflies in there before the game?
Not really. I know this is the only thing that's, it's still 60 feet 6 inches away. You know what I mean? So the only thing that's different is the fans. Love the fans, but at the end of the day, I'm competing with the guy in the box and with my catcher, and we're trying to do the best thing. We're trying to do everything to our possibility to get that guy out, and so at the end of the day, it's just we're playing mind games in there, we're playing chess, and we're trying to go out there and win a ball game.
Now, Chris, as a pitcher, when things aren't going your way,
yeah.
You made that adjustment. First inning was a little shaky for you.
Yeah.
And I was watching, I was saying, man, I hope there's some fortitude in there. It seemed like you didn't worry about anything, that you had that under control. What was going through your mind?
Just going out there and trying to execute every time I get every pitch that I make. If I make a pitch that gets hit, it's about the next pitch, right? There's nothing you can do about that. And so you're going to go out there, and I'm going to go out there and compete at a high level and go out there and try to make a pitch. And if that pitch doesn't go my way, I'm going to move on to the next one. And if it does go my way, I'm going to move on to the next one as well. So just go out there and just try to make each pitch, try to compete at a high level and attack their weaknesses, and also use my strengths to the best of my ability. And after that, I can rest with that.
And this has to be done real quick. I've always been amazed how pitchers, can adapt so quick when things aren't going their way. And they say, it's got to be so much quicker, and especially in the debut in the first game, it's got to be going about 100 miles an hour. Your thought process.
I think Nito did a really good job, honestly. I think Nito did a really good job establishing, what we wanted to do. We had a game plan going in and had to change it pretty fast, and I think Nito did a great job just, knowing what to expect with that lineup and what they wanted to do and what they were trying to do off of me. So I give a lot of credit to him just for the way that he was able to manage that game for sure.
And then after you were in cruise control, you had complete control of the game. You had complete control of your ball. So how did it feel after the second or third inning that you everything was working your way, going your way?
Yeah, I know. We had a tie ball game, so I was just really trying to go out there and get my offense back out there, really. Just the quicker that we can get through our inning, try to keep our offense in a rhythm, try to get them going, and just the way that we're able to really feed off of each other. If I'm working quick innings, I think that gives our offense a better chance to succeed and score runs. And so the best thing for me to do is be able to go out there and get quick innings, try to establish the strike zone, pound the strike zone, and let them work and let them do their thing.
In between innings, what are your teammates? Will they come up to you and telling you, or you just Nino kept on, this is what we want to do?
Yeah, just Nito was coming up to me. We knew the game plan that we wanted for each hitter, just the ones that were coming up and what to expect and what to really prepare for them, and then just going out there and trying to execute. Really, we were going along with the flow of the game. I think Nito did a great job calling the game. Was really going off his flow a lot. So just super excited to be able to go out there and compete to the best of my ability.
Now I got to ask you this, man. What's amazing about you as a pitcher is movement on your ball. Was it always like that, or there was some work behind it? Because it is amazing the movement you have on your fastball and on that slider.
Yeah, there's always work. There's always work going into it. But I think the Mets have done just an unbelievable job. Just the way that they've been able to really help me in my journey, in my career. I've really just been all ears for what they've been able to help me with. Just what they're establishing the four-seam fastball, adding the sweeper, this changeup. Just I think that the player development side has just done an unbelievable job with me and being able to, use my strengths to the best of my ability, and I think they've done that. They've done that for sure.
Now, after the game, I'm sure you had dinner with your parents and stuff like that. What was the conversation like? They must have been ecstatic.
Yeah, they were just glad to be there. You know what I mean? Just glad to be able to support me. I was glad that they were able to come and everybody was able to be there. But yeah, it's just kind of soaking it all in. A lot of travel games, a lot of travel, a lot of late hotels. You know what I mean? Paid off, right?
And your father was instrumental in your development.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, yeah. He was my first coach, really. So being able to go out there and compete, for him, and he loves it. He gets nervous too. He gets nervous out there watching, but I'm just gonna go out there and do the best that I possibly can.
So, growing up, did you and him have conversations of the way things ought to be, the way you should pitch, and what to look for? What was that process, that journey going through?
I've always wanted to do this, ever since I could really remember. So it was he never tried to force me to have a plan B. You know what I mean? There's always, let's go for plan A. You know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Forget about the field goal.
Exactly.
We're going for the touchdown.
Exactly. So it's just, just trusting in God too, man. Just the faith that I've had, it just really has been able to help me have the confidence that I have with the piece of just each pitch and going out there and just doing what I know I can do and compete at a high level. So I'm just thankful for the support that my family's really given me. They sacrificed a lot for me to be in the position that I'm in right now. So I'm just going out there and do my thing and having fun.
So lastly, in the minor leagues, I'm sure there were little setbacks and stuff like that. Did you call your father and say, listen, man, things aren't going the way I planned them? What was that like? Because that's a good sign of a great pitcher. Coming back from.
I wouldn't say coming back from anything in particular. It was always just one foot in front of the other. You know what I mean? It's just, there's going to be days that are bad. There's going to be days that are good. There's going to be days that, your stuff's on. There's going to be days that your stuff's aren't on. But it's just about one foot in front of the other and keeping the same confidence going in each time. And, just whether it goes your way or it doesn't, if you can control everything that you can in that situation, you can live with it.
And that's the only thing you can do. Listen, Chris, man, I am really amazed, and I thank the Lord that, man, that you're here in the big leagues, man, and I want to thank your father, man. He did it right.
I appreciate it.
Good luck. Hopefully you have 19 more victories.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you. Good luck.
Lindsay Soto de Alegría Cigar. Quiero que se suscriban al canal Las 5 Esquinas.